You're listening to Azeroth Times Classic. I'm Chris, and with me is Brandon. Hello, Brandon.
What's going on, guys?
So, we're going to start off with what we've been doing in game. Let you go first.
Why? Mine's boring. I do the same stuff every week. Old War,
Yeah,
TOGC.
but you've been doing a couple other things.
Um,
You actually got a name for your warrior. You didn't tell me nothing, but I did see your warrior on.
yeah, his name is Dad Gamer.
Can you not think of something cooler?
No, I was high last night.
Oh!
That's what he got named. It's
You're like,
DAD.
yeah, that name sounds cool, man.
Yeah, it's DADGMER, Dad Gamer.
that explains me to a T.
Yeah, it does to a T.
Man.
I'm a Dad Gamer, and I don't know.
Oh crap!
I logged on him, and I think I just went around Howling Fjord and got my herbing from like 405 to like 425 or
Oh
something.
damn, you were high.
Around.
You were high.
So, well, I want to. I like to be self-sufficient, and I hate buying flasks.
Me too.
So I've got to get a character up where I can start making them since I raid all the time. I'm spending 263 gold per stack of 20 when I could just make them myself.
Oh crap!
So, but Old War TOGC, we had some hiccups and we changed some things around. I don't want to get into all that right now, but I will say that a few of the changes we made, we were able to get 4 out of 5 heroic on 25-man TOGC. Our guild leader wasn't there because he had homework. So that was one of our main tanks that was missing. Otherwise, I think we would have had a better shot at a noob heroic. But I think we wiped the most on Beast again, just because people had to figure out you've got to spread out or you're going to die on the worms, and they just had to figure that out. Once people figured it out, you have to spread out. When we downed Beast at the end, we were 20. I think we were 24 out of 25, and that was just because somebody had died right towards the end. So, I mean, we got that. The PvP boss, we one-shot. Had no problem with the PvP boss. We did Draxus. I think we two-shot Draxus because people were being dumb. And healers just didn't go through the damage. But we two-shot Draxus. Then we two-shot the twins, or three-shot the twins. And then, of course, I think we pulled a noob like 4 or 5 times on heroic. And it was just... We could get to the second phase, but we just didn't have our main tank there. One of our main tanks there, and it would have just been easier with him.
Yeah. So...
Old War was a joke, but it is what it is.
So you might want to know what I've been doing.
I'm sure you do things.
I did a lot of things. I got benched in the guild again, so I left. And they had a big guild meeting where they had changed a bunch of things. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to keep getting benched every week. So I said, screw it. I went to another guild, and they accepted me right off, and I jumped in the raid. The first night, we went to VOA and... I think just VOA and TOGC. No, we did Oni. I think. I can't remember if Oni was the first night or second night. I don't remember. But I got a couple pieces of gear, and they said, "Oh man, I wish you were enhancement." I'm like, really? Because there's a crap load of enhancement shamans, and they're like, "We don't have any enhancement shamans." I'm like, "I'll go enhancement." They're like, all right, we'll start funneling you gear. I'm like, okay, cool. So the next night we went to... Oh, let's stay on the first night. I only offered to go because another buddy of mine had joined. And he said, hey, you're filling anyways. Can you fill in for me while I go get my woman from work? And then when I get back, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm just a fill-in. I'll just be glad to go along and help out. So yeah, I'll go. Because I knew my damage wasn't good enough for TOGC. So we did VOA 25, and then we went to TOGC, down the first boss with no problems at all. And got a piece of gear off of that. And that's when my buddy showed up, and I bounced. He got in. And the next day I signed on to go to Ulduar. We did... let's see, what did we do? We did Oni, Ulduar, and something else the third night. I can't, or the second night. I can't remember what 3 we did. And as soon as I signed on, he said, that's never going to happen again. I'm like, what? He said, I just want to let you know, being saved to one boss on a raid night, you're not ever going to do, we're not going to let that happen again. I said, no, it's all right, because I know my damage wasn't good enough, and I'm just glad to help out. He said, yeah, but I don't like somebody just going for one boss and getting saved, and that's it. I'm not going to let that ever happen again. It's just, I don't like that going on. I was like, okay, so, yeah.
Well,
So-
it got what it is, though. I can understand his point of view, because what he's saying is, you got saved to one boss, now you can't do it.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
means you
I
can't
totally
better your
understood.
gear, which doesn't help the guild out any.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally understood him too, so,
I mean, you got screwed, and that's
yeah.
bullshit. Excuse my
To
language,
me, I
that's
didn't get
bullshit.
screwed because I knew my gear wasn't good enough, and I didn't
No,
think
that
I didn't think it
doesn't-
was going to be good
that doesn't matter.
enough. So
That doesn't
I was
matter.
just happy to at least let them see how good I do or whatever. But the next night we did, like I said, those raids, and yeah, they gave me a lot of gear. They gave me elemental and enhancement gear. My elemental went up to 4,900, almost 5, or yeah, 4,900, almost 5,000. And my elemental gear went barely over 4,900. No, my elemental gear went almost 5,000. I think that's what I said. And then my enhancement gear went barely over 4,900. And I tried out the enhancement stuff that I had, and I got that first night, and I went to the trading dummy, and my DPS went from 5.5K to 500. Not 500K, but 500. Anywhere from 500 to 1.1, 1.2. I'm like, yeah, because I was going to just try spell hands out. It's like, yeah, this is not going to work. And then the next night, I put it on. I didn't go to training dummy, but I went to do the jewel crafting daily. And I found out why my DPS was so low, because I wasn't hitting anything, because my weapon skills was so far down, I wasn't hitting nothing. So therefore my DPS was low. So I killed a bunch of stuff, and got my weapon skill up a little bit, enough to
So
hit
it's like
it.
somebody needs to go to
Blast the Lands.
Blasted Lands.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that tonight after I do my dailies. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. And
You can at least get it up to
300 at least,
Something
350
like that.
or so. Yeah, I'm gonna get it up there. I think it's 300 for TBC, and then 350 for Wrath or something like that.
and then just go find things that are high level to beat
Oh
on.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah, I can do
Kill
some
yourself.
questing. I can do some questing. That way I can make gold, get my weapon skills up, do some dailies, because I can do the Callawhack dailies to get that up and all that. So I got a bunch of stuff I can do to get my weapon skill up. So yeah. Other than that, we had fun. We laughed. We cut up. When it came to the boss, in fact, in Ulduar they said, "Look, we haven't done Ulduar in a while because we haven't really needed any gear, so we're going to be a little rusty." I was like, "Okay," but we killed everything except for Algalon. They said we didn't have the right comp, and they didn't want to, bang their head on the wall. So
They should be going back. I don't know. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they have everybody that needs a Valonier have one. But they should be going in every week and trying to get more Valoniers.
I didn't ask why they have been going.
I know, but did you know Valonier is actually a good weapon for you in enhancement or elemental?
Oh, really?
It's not. I mean, yeah, it's a good healer, but it's got really good stats.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's like I want to say it's third bis.
I don't know. I don't have it pulled up. I got all this other stuff pulled up.
This is coming from up here.
Let's see.
In my brain area.
I actually do have it pulled up. Let's see. Nope. Valonier is nowhere on my BIS list.
For either one? Where are you looking at BIS?
Oh, I'm looking at enhancement. Sorry. Let's see. I do apologize. I was looking at the wrong one. I have it here. All I gotta do is scroll down. It moved.
Are you looking at WoW TBC or Wowhead?
I'm looking at Wowhead right now to see what it says. Blade of Tarask, Suffering's End, Misery's End, Constellus, Star Shard Edge, Heart Crusher, Asuga, and Soul Scribe.
Yeah. Hold on.
Now this one has Icy Veins.
Right here, I'm looking at wowtbc.gz, and it's their fourth BIS.
Let's see.
It's got Misery's End, Blade of Tarask, Star Shard Edge, and then Valonier, Hammer of the Ancients, Blade of Tarask, normal mode, and then Blade of the Silver Disciple, heroic. But this doesn't count. I use both. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't use.
Well, Wowhead don't have it, but that doesn't mean it's not.
Yeah, I use both because I take some from this, like, for instance, Wowhead or WoW TBC.
What does that add-on use that we use in the game?
The simulator?
No, the BIS add-on.
I just use. I go off of WoW TBC.
No, what does the BIS add-on use in game?
Oh, I don't. It doesn't tell. Oh, I don't know what it is for shamans. I don't like. Are you talking about what does the add-on show as the best item?
No.
Or are you talking about what item or what add-on am I using?
No. There's an add-on called BIS. What website does that add-on use?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that at all.
That's how I phrase it every time, and you never got it. But I'm glad you finally did.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
At address, pussy.
Let's see. I see, said the blind
BIS
man.
tooltip. It does not.
Even the simulator has Valonier, Hammer of the Ancients as a decent weapon.
Okay. I'm not saying it's not.
Well,
I was just saying
off of that topic or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just saying I just didn't understand why they hadn't kept running it to just try to get frags. I mean, hell, if you have somebody that has an off-spec heal, why not have that off-spec heal have a Valonier?
All I know is that night they had a bunch of alts running.
Yeah. Did y'all have any shards drop?
I don't know.
If you killed Yogg, you should have had at least one, because Yogg drops one no matter what. If you were doing it on 25 man.
I remember they said, okay, well here's a shard, and they said, oh, it didn't drop. It always drops one. But I don't know if that was Yogg or somebody.
Does. Yeah,
Well,
Yogg always drops one. So
they said it always drops one, and that night it didn't on that whatever boss that was that we were fighting.
well, then they should have reported it because Yogg drops one every time, no matter what.
But I don't
It's
know.
instant in the
One of the
game.
alts might have automatically got it, but I do remember. Oh, I think it was TOGC that a trophy dropped. They said link, or they said link the piece of gear that you're wanting to get and how many emblems you have, because it's a loot council guild.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I've looked up some things, like just to give. I mean, and we can include this in the podcast even because it's just banter back and forth.
Yeah, that I am. Don't worry.
But I've looked up a couple of things on Savage myself, and I went and found a couple of different people to kind of look up who are parsing like 99s as a balance druid.
Yeah.
And they give you this guy in particular gives a breakdown of the pieces he's going for first as like a tier piece to break the tier 8. Because my tier 8, every time I use Insect Swarm, there's a chance of the tick on it that it's going to give me an instant cast Starfire.
Ooh.
And in order to, it's called Illune's Grace. And in order to break that 4 piece, they say you want 2 pieces of tier 9 because then my Moonfire has a chance to critical strike every tick off of it.
Yeah.
So then I can change out Insect Swarm for Moonfire, still use Insect Swarm, but only use Insect Swarm for the debuff now, and not so much as trying to proc a instant cast Starfire. So it tells me the 2 pieces to go for first, and I didn't know maybe I can either look it up because I know you don't have time like I do. I can try to look it up and find a guy that might do the same thing for the shamans, so you can start,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
knowing what pieces you want. So,
Yeah, that'd be cool. I appreciate it. All right, so enough about me and you. Let's talk about the news. Hot pickers for the Oculus Titan Rune, Wrath of the Lich King. It was posted 4 days ago. So this is going to be a quick one. July 18th, 2023. Titan Rune Dungeons Protocol Alpha and Beta. Azure Ring Captains will no longer proc mirror images. And Mage Lord Uram will no longer have mirror images proc when Empowered Arcane Explosion is cast. I said implosion. Yeah. So
I don't like that dungeon anyway. I don't do it.
What dungeon is that?
That's Oculus. That's the one where you have to.
Oh yeah,
use
nobody
these
does
drapes.
that. Nobody does that one.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that place.
Because every time that one comes up, everybody's like, "Nope, ain't doing that one today."
Yeah, I don't even do that as the daily.
Yeah. All right, Wrath of the Lich King Classic Phase 3 DPS rankings Week 4 Trial of the Crusader posted 3 days ago. Who's at the top? Oh no, damage done.
Probably some sort of Death Knight.
Unholy. Next.
From what I've seen, Warlock, and then maybe Mage or Shadow Priest. But I'm sure it's not right.
Shadow Priest is almost the middle. But you're right, Warlock and then Affliction Warlock, then Fire Mage, and then Feral Druid again. Feral Druid likes to stay up there.
Man, they do a lot of DPS.
And then on bosses, Fire Mage, Unholy Death Knight, Affliction Warlock, and then Assassination Rogue, Feral Druid, Combat Rogue, blah, blah, blah. So, alright.
Looks about right.
Yep. Alright, then Microsoft merger with Activision Blizzard deadline extended to October the 18th. Yep. It was supposed to be August the 8th or something like that, or 3rd or something.
Yeah.
But they had to extend it because of some stuff that was going on. But what I've heard is they kind of both sides agreed, because one of them was going to have to pay a penalty, but they both said, "No, we want this to happen. We don't want to do penalties. Let's just extend it," and they both agreed. So there you go. And Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick said, Team, I know many of you have questions about our merger with Microsoft. I'm happy to share that based on our continued confidence is closing our deal, the Activision Blizzard and Microsoft boards have mutually agreed not to terminate the deal until after October the 18th. This merger is great for players, workers, and our business, and it will create opportunities to compete against companies with large talent pools, strong IP, and complete control of their markets. Our merger is cleared to close in over 40 countries already, and we remain confident in resolving any remaining regulatory concerns in the UK. I appreciate your patience through the process. As always, thank you for your continued dedication and work. I'll share more updates as we have them. With gratitude, Bobby. So the deal with UK is they're saying no. This is not going to happen here. No. And so Activision Blizzard might stay Activision Blizzard UK. And then everything else is going to go to Microsoft. But this is just what I'm hearing. I don't know what the final word's going to be. So
I don't know, but Microsoft is becoming like the Walmart of the stores.
Oh, yeah.
Or like the Disney of movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, gotcha.
You know, because Disney owns everything. They own like Fox and everything.
Well, speaking of Walmart of games, I think there's a different one out there. We'll move on to the next topic. Blizzard games coming to Steam, starting with Overwatch 2 on August the 10th. Steam, I would call the Walmart of...
I have Steam.
Yep, so...
I wonder if it's going to be free.
Mike Barra said, we've heard from players that they like games on Steam and have asked us to do the same. Players will always guide our way. We're excited to be bringing Overwatch 2 to Steam. And they have a link to learn more. I am not going to read this big old long thing. But they say as far as what's next for Blizzard on Steam, we'll be sharing more about potential other games coming to the platform when the time is right. The Overwatch 2 Steam page is live now and is available to wishlist. We invite the Overwatch community to give their new teammates playing from Steam a warm welcome on August the 10th. And August 10th also has their own console where you can play Steam through that too.
It's going to be free to play as well, so I'll probably download it.
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right. Activision Blizzard's second quarter 2023 financial results: $1 billion in net bookings thanks to Diablo 4. Woo!
Yep, Diablo 4 brought in a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. So I'm wondering, people who pre-ordered, did it like get held until the release date? Because they couldn't actually claim that until the release date, or did it go back to that day? I think it probably got held because something happened and they had to return all the money. So they couldn't.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know how that works. But Blizzard Entertainment, 26 million monthly active users, down from 27 million in quarter one 2023. So they lost 1 million. King, 238 million active or monthly active users, down from 243 million. And King is like Candy Crush and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. All right, now what we've been waiting for, kind of first look at BlizzCon 2023 map. Now they do have kind of a map thing to look at, where they show the BlizzCon arena, and Hall A is Diablo, Hall B is Overwatch World Cup, Hall C is Overwatch, and Hall D, which looks bigger, is World of Warcraft, Warcraft Arclight Rumble, Hearthstone, and Darkmoon Fair.
That's where I want to go.
And level 3 has a Portal Pass, Lounge, and Theater. So, yeah. You want to go to what? Hall D?
I want to go to Hall D and Hall B.
You can go to Hall B. I'll go to Hall A and Hall D. If we go.
I like watching World Cup
speaking
stuff.
of, did you check into how we can apply for the press pass, whatever, to see if they...
We're not big enough.
You never told me, so I didn't know. You were supposed to tell me.
Yeah, we're not big enough.
Okay. That makes me sad. I was like, there's a chance, but you just killed it.
Yeah, we have to have like sponsors and have a certain amount of viewers and stuff, or listeners, stuff like that.
We got about 40 listeners. If you want to sponsor us,
Right?
what is our email? I have totally been dropping the ball on that. I think it's at the end of the podcast. So if you want to sponsor us at the end of the podcast, get a hold of us. Technical Director Monte Crawl departs Blizzard Entertainment after 23 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he says, well, here's a crazy thing. After 22 years and 9 months, today was my last day at Blizzard, and it don't say what day that was. It's impossible to sum up in a tweet. I'm grateful for an uncountable number of things. To my Blizz family, stay awesome and drink some great coffee. No orc for me, Alliance forever.
I agree, bud. No Alliance forever.
Yep. It has a picture of him and Taryn Gregory playing the World of Warcraft miniature game. It's pretty cool. And standing outside Blizzard in front of the statue. Yeah.
Oh, he's famous for the Crow Blade.
Oh.
He was one that designed the Crow Blade.
Huh. That's kind of weird how they got, his name is Monty Crawl.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last but not least, SDCC 2023 Blizzard merchandise, Diablo 4 Hellkey, Grom Hellscream signed print, and more. So they're showing a lot of stuff going in the store. I'm going to name off a couple things. Diablo, they got Diablo 4 replica Hellkey, and it looks pretty awesome. Diablo 4 Inarius Collector's Edition pin. Diablo 4 Goatman plush with special materials, and it looks pretty cool. Diablo 4 Lilith and Inarius LED candle and Candle of Creation pin. And I also saw they have a box for $100. It's got a bunch of different Diablo stuff in it. Now, World of Warcraft Green Murloc hat that was imported from China store. Cute but deadly Murky the Murloc magnetic shoulder plush. Dragonflight Wrathion Collector's Edition pin. Grom Hellscream matted print 8x10 that was hand signed by Chris Metzen on print and certificate of authenticity. And then for Overwatch 2 Akari's box plush. Did I say that right?
Akari,
Yeah. Overwatch 2 Recall matted print 23x12 hand signed by Peter Lee on print with certificate of authenticity. That's pretty cool.
for sure.
But the Overwatch 2 signed print is $100.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the World of Warcraft one.
And I think you said that one's $80?
Yeah.
I just didn't see it, so.
That and the zip-up hoodie, the Diablo 4 one.
Yeah. All right, that's practically. Do we have a add-on or anything to talk about?
I haven't found a good one. I've been using the same ones. I haven't found one that's
we can't
really stuck out to me.
We can't talk about that one where you can simulate your tune enough because it is awesome. I've been using it, and if I just don't know which weapon is better, I just racking my brain, then simulate. It might be 100 DPS difference, but that, as we've seen on some fights, that 100 DPS is a lot during a long fight. And when you get it down to 2-3%, that's a big. They could have used that more DPS.
Yep.
So yeah, and when we were fighting Steelbreaker, trying to kill him on hard mode, we kept getting him down to like 5%, and then because you only got so much time, so yeah, that difference would have helped a lot.
Yep.
But okay, well, I think that's it for this week. If you're watching the video, sorry about the hiccup. I had the other thing showing, but yeah, we had our backgrounds fixed, so no biggie. So, all right. So until next week, have fun playing the game.
As always.
You can reach us at email heartlandpae@gmail.com for questions or comments, and we might read it on the air.